say here quickly that the purpose here should be for you to grow, right? If you grow and become better and become better at producing and protecting families, your household income is going to grow. Become better at producing, you can teach people how to do it. You teach people how to do it, now you can grow an agency, right? Now, how many people have Hayden and I directly or indirectly helped make money for their household? It's crazy to think that, but my purpose early on was just to take care of my household, and now my purpose has become to help other people's households. And so the opposite of depression is not happiness. The opposite of depression is purpose. Hello, everybody. Grady Paulson here, Family First Life America Beyond. Excited to be on here today with you. We are going to do our Hayden and I, Integrity Partner, Hall of Fame producer. Recently, we're fortunate and blessed to attend a 4-day Leadership Academy training put on by our parent company, Integrity Marketing Group. They brought in Tom Ziglar, who's the son and Chairman and CEO of the Ziglar Foundation, son of Zig Ziglar, one of the greatest business minds that has ever existed, and put us through the ringer, put us through a 4-day course of all kinds of content, all putting us in a position where we learned a tremendous amount about business, leadership, coaching, how to behave, how to act, how to help people get better. And our goal today is to review that with you and to put you in a position where you're now equipped. And granted, this was 4 days, right? 4 full days. And we're going to do it in about 45 minutes or so and try to give you the best tidbits. So if you like Cliff Notes, you're on the right call. But more so, the goal of this is for you to get better, right? So to come at this with an open mind, to come at this with the reality of, Hayden and I are fairly well personally developed. We've listened to a lot of speakers. We've applied what they've said. We've read a lot of books. We've cut our teeth in the field. We've been knocked down more times than we would care to admit, and picked ourselves back up and went back to business. And coming out of this Leadership Academy, I think we both have put ourselves in a position where we've evolved. And that's always the goal, right? The goal is evolution, right? There is no maintenance mode. You're either growing or you're dying. No one stays neutral. So that's what I'm excited about. Hayden, any initial thoughts about the Leadership Academy before we jump into the slides?
Yeah, I mean, it was some great stuff we're going to go through, obviously, but one of the main things is just like you just said, Grady, it's a constant evolving process where either you're stuck and getting worse or you're getting better. And a lot of the things that we're going to go through, you've probably heard them. They're probably just, good, gentle reminders. But if you really are intentional with some of these principles and some of these thoughts, it's going to help you so much. And not only, the cool thing about this training is it wasn't only about just business. I've applied some of the principles, in life and with family and in business. And it helps pretty much, full circle with anything that you're going to be doing. So excited to share.
Awesome. All right. So a lot of stuff was talked about how to communicate, how to evolve people. And this is actually one of my favorite concepts. And it was about antidotes, right? People going through challenges, whether it's mental challenges, internal challenges, discipline challenges, et cetera. And the thought of antidotes. And it's talking about stress and burnout, right? In today's day and age, people are, some are, at least the 32% are working harder than ever, trying to evolve themselves, trying to grow, trying to become better. And a big balancing part is quality of life, right? Am I working 80 hours a week, 100 hours a week? Does that fulfill me? If you're a workaholic and that makes you fills your heart up, and you've got a household relationship where that's something that is okay, and you guys have big goals and you're just going to go work 100 hours a week right now, then by all means enjoy that, right? But a large part of people, they're trying to find a quality of life, which then creates a greater quality of work and gives them purpose. And this is one of the most impactful things for me. And I don't consider myself depressed or have ever been. I'm pretty happy all the time and grateful and too blessed to be stressed, right? But I don't ever want to get depressed, right? I hear about people with depression, and I don't know anything about mental illness, nor should be even probably talking about this at all. But the thought process of life a lot is, how do I avoid things that exist that I don't ever want to get, right? I don't want to get diabetes. I don't want to get COPD, and I don't want to get depression, right? So I don't smoke. I'll eat more kale. And what I loved about this is, in regards to depression, is, and again, please, I am just trying to help. I don't know, I'm not a clinical anything. And I'm trying, so there's the guys that are going to comment and be like, it's this. And I'm like, okay, totally got it. But for me, for Grady Polson, the only person making this comment, and we'll see what Hayden has to say, I thought this was the most impactful thing I've ever heard in regards to like your mind, right? And it said the opposite of depression is not happiness. The opposite of depression is purpose. And for me, I find so much value in my work, in helping agents get better, in my personal growth, in my personal discipline, in working with my staff, and being a good father, and challenging myself to do things, that I find that as the evolution of me, as my purpose, right? How many agents can I help? How much can we as an IP, as a team? How many people can we get to qualify for the cruise, right? The purpose, my purpose is evolution, right? Is getting better. That's what I really found. And I don't know anything about anybody else, right? But you look at a lot of people who just kind of go through the wheel of life, and they're just checking boxes and clocking in, clocking out, and they lack that definitive bigger goal, right? What is their purpose? And I feel as though people with more purpose, and I would say here quickly that the purpose here should be for you to grow, right? If you grow and become better and become better at producing and protecting families, your household income is going to grow. Become better at producing, you can teach people how to do it. You teach people how to do it, now you can grow an agency, right? Now, how many people have Hayden and I directly or indirectly helped make money for their household? It's crazy to think that, but my purpose early on was just to take care of my household, and now my purpose has become to help other people's households. And so the opposite of depression is not happiness. The opposite of depression is purpose. And for me, that was just huge to like hear this from a guy who studies the mind and personal growth. That for me, I go, okay, so just keep finding your purpose and keep working towards it, and you're going to stay in this like positive, great state you're in. I don't know. What did you remember that and pulled that anything out of there, Hayden?
Yeah, I mean, it's 100% the truth. I mean, the three words on here: purpose, growth, and goals. Those are probably the most important, in any business, just in life. And personally, for myself and a lot of people that work with us in times of maybe there's not depression, but they're kind of stuck. They're kind of just in the process, not really advancing or doing anything. They're kind of just there. Most of the time they lose a sense of their purpose. It's like, hey, Gritty, why are you doing this? What's your why? And typically that person doesn't even know anymore. Like they don't have a why, they don't have a purpose, they don't have goals. And so if you don't have that, when times get tough and you get some adversity, which everyone will have, then what are you going to lean on? Versus if you have that why or those big goals and purpose, and it's like, hey, you know what, this sucks, but I'm going to get over it. And I'm going towards this, and this is what I'm going to keep going. So extremely, extremely, extremely important. And then there's one more thing I can add on there. Would maybe be action. And I can just tell you guys, in my life, when I felt the most fulfilled in terms of business was when I had all three of those, and I had a lot of action. Doing nothing, just kind of watching your business and see what happens. That's a lonely, miserable place because you can't control it. Versus if you say, you know what, I'm going to get up off the couch today, I'm going to dial the phone, I'm going to recruit some agents, I'm going to train some agents. That action is helping you progress instead of just being a spectator and just kind of saying, hey, I can't control it, but whatever happens is going to happen.
Excellent.